Good evening.
Nearly lunchtime here, but
Is it? Yeah. Nice one. Okay, my yard. I've never had that happen before. There you go. All that yarn you posted? No, a lot of people good deal. It's like half the price you pay in the store. Less. Yeah. Oh. If you want to cut I'll shoot. I haven't picked him up yet. And he doesn't really like it.
Hey, James, you've got a live mic.
Okay, stream is live now.
Okay, everyone. Thanks for. Let's see. We've got almost everybody by the looks of things. Let's see here.
How many total are you expecting, John?
Well, I think this will be about it. There's JT was, I guess, not feeling well. So. Okay, so if you are a character playing a character that has divine spells, so that would be either a cleric or a druid. You'll notice that we have on your actions and powers tab, we have a sub listing of the levels of spells that you have access to. Whatever you want to memorize, drag from that particular list into the powers tab proper, and then go into preparation mode and make sure you've got the number of instances you want to have memorized. And then we'll go ahead with that. Everyone else, I guess, who doesn't have to worry about that. A couple of, I guess, house rules. You'll notice that if you look at your character sheet on the main tab and scroll to the bottom, you'll notice that there is an area for armor worn and shield worn. We're using the rules where when you get hit, your armor will soak some damage from the hit, but it will take on a point of damage in return. And at a certain point, your armor has been damaged enough that, for example, chainmail no longer protects you as armor class 5, it protects you as armor class 6. And so on and so on, to sort of simulate your armor getting beat up and repeatedly abused. You can have your armor repaired by an appropriate blacksmith or armor smith. People who are wearing leather or studded leather or padded and the like will note that these suits of armor tend not to be able to take very much abuse before they are rendered essentially to the point where they give you no protection whatsoever. The exception to this, of course, is magical armor or magical shields, which provide additional protection in terms of soaking damage, but not necessarily being damaged themselves. You will notice if we go to the actions tab, you will note that your weapons have an initiative box. It's the light yellowish orange box. We're using weapon speeds and casting times. When you have to roll initiative, obviously you will roll with the weapon that you plan on using or the spell that you are casting. I ask that you make that roll in the dice tower. I have the combat tracker set up so that it's not supposed to tell anyone the order of combat in any given round. So that means that one round you may go last and the next round you may go first. That does happen. It cuts down on things like metagaming and sort of planning out actions which are essentially more or less all kind of happening within fractions of a second of each other anyways. So If you roll and it's not in the tower, I may ask you to roll again, or generally speaking, I find people new to the system within a round or two of combat, they pick it up pretty quickly. Things like surprise rolls should also go in the tower. Most of your non-weapon proficiency rolls will go in the tower. I may tell you that it doesn't really matter, in which case it's up to you. There will be occasions where success or failure will be readily apparent. However, in most instances, there are gradients of success and gradients of failure. So in that case, we'll ask you to roll in the dice tower. To start with, I'll give everyone a reminder what should go in the dice tower and what doesn't need to go in the dice tower. And usually I find after a few times through, everybody paying attention kind of picks up what's what. If you have a ready checkbox on your screen and you're ready to start, please let me know. And then I'll get into kind of a bit of an adventure background. Or perhaps let me put that in again.
John, just wanted to say everything's working great so far. There were a couple of spells on the list. I really like that solution, but they were, I think you chose them from a reference that isn't loadable.
Do you remember
It was something standard. I chose something else instead, and I'm okay with my choices. But it was some kind of a desert reference tome that it was.
Okay.
They came from, even other standard spells. Yeah.
Yeah. If when next time that happens, just send me a quick message.
Thanks, John.
Because there may be something that I have access to on my side that you don't have access to on your side, and we really should try to get that squared away. Those of you who are playing mages or part mages, please make sure that your spells are selected before we start. We got one more person to go here. James, if you're ready to go, just let me know.
Whoops. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, and if you're a spellcaster, once you have your spells memorized and all that, just flip your powers tab to from preparation to combat, and that way you'll get to just look at the spells that you have memorized without having to worry about anything else. Okay, so perhaps we could just start off. I always hate it when people do this, so apologies to everyone. But maybe if we could just start with a quick summary of who's playing who and what. We don't need 7 pages of back history or anything like that. But maybe just to let everyone know, because at the start of the adventure, you guys will have all been together for at least a few weeks, so you all can be relatively known to each other. I guess maybe we could just start with if we go from left to right in the player list at the on the screen there.
So that means Graham is first.
Sure.
So Graham is a human, male human of do you pronounce it? Oridian heritage, and he is a mercenary. He works for the Black Crows. He spent all his life in the military sort of environment. His father was a soldier. His grandfather was a soldier. Blah blah blah. Started out working in the stables. Finally worked his way up into the ranks.
Audio.
He is dressed in plate mail. Uses a long spear and a long sword, shield. And those are his main weapons. Basically, just a man at arms.
All right, Banathor.
Banathor is a Suluise wild mage. He is 32 years old, and he's pretty reserved and focused on his magic.
All right, Guntag.
Yeah, so good tag, yes. It's a dark skin character. Over the last few years, he decided to spend more time in regarding his new faith, and decided now to move into a more priesthood lifestyle. And but he's still got some great fighting skills still from his previous career. That's it.
Okay. And one thing I would say is that everyone at Guntag, yeah, I know it was mentioned, but he is darker skinned than most of the individuals who live kind of in the central Flannis. So it's obvious to most people who see him that he is a long way from home. Aelendai.
Yeah, Eilinde is, she tells you she's a gray elf, but you've never met a gray elf in your life, so you just know her as an elf. Long of legs, she's always wearing ball gowns, no armor, and she says she can, she's a mage, but you haven't really seen her cast spells. She's very reserved in that regard. However, she's always able to get you through a door or by a trap.
Okay, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah is a human ranger. He's wearing leather armor, carries a mean-looking longbow, which seems to be the weapon of choice. It's definitely the one he certainly goes for first, if at all possible. But he also has a couple of swords with him. Fairly handy in a fight.
All right,
Easy test.
Gummo.
Gummo.
Okay, yeah. I'm Gummo the Mountain Dwarf. I'm a cleric of Mordine. I'm a little short on conversation, a little short on patience with humanoids. Well, let's face it, I'm a dwarf. I'm just a little short.
Nice.
Oh. All right, Moss.
Well, Moss is a somewhat charismatic half-elf druid. He enjoys the company of animals more than people. He has a good skill with talking to animals. He prefers to be around them. He's pretty handy with a spear and a scimitar. He'd make a pretty good scout. Other than that, I don't know. He's ready to poke around.
All right, and Diesel.
I wonder if he's on mute.
He is not.
Oh.
Let's see here. David. All right. Well, let's see here. Diesel is a. Let me go through this for him. He's in his early 30s. He is 6.5 feet tall and weighs well over 200 plus pounds. He is a Backloonish human. He comes from the barbarian tribes, somewhere on the plains of the Paynims, or perhaps in that area. He is, like I said, very tall, broad-shouldered. He's wearing leather armor, and he carries a variety of weapons.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can now.
Oh, yep.
There you are. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Apologies. You were doing a great job, though, John.
Oh well. Here, let me get my tape recorder because
Yeah. I would add that I think he likes to be. He understands he's kind of like the blunt force of the group, and he kind of is intensely loyal and maybe a little bit aloof.
Yes, and so one thing about Diesel that anyone would notice is that he's carrying a great scimitar, which is, I suppose, the closest standard weapon that anybody would have kind of normally seen would have been a two-handed sword, but this is something a little bit above and beyond that. It definitely requires two arms and two hands to use.
He'll be easy to find if we ever lose him.
Yeah.
Yes, he's very tall, and he carries his weight quite well. So, all right. So we begin. You are sort of a group that was brought together, kind of partially by happenstance, and partially just by having already been together to a certain point. We start. You are in the eastern most section of the gnarly forest, kind of slash northern Narwhal. Kind of give you an idea. You are sort of in the woodlands, roughly 2/3 or a half of the way between Tricaster and Flandish. You are a good 7 to 10 miles off the road between those two settlements. You have spent the last a better part of, say, 5 days tracking a person by the name of Brandolito from the northern reaches of the sea to the southeast, from one ford over to Flandish, and then into the easternmost section of the gnarly forest. Brandolito is a con man, I guess you could call him a bit of a shyster. He is obviously someone of Rennie background. In fact, he when you first found him in one ford and he fled from you, he was accompanied by a group of Rennie, who, unfortunately for them, kind of put themselves between you and him, and gave him time to get a head start getting away from from you. Brandolito is wanted in Zulern for a variety of crimes, and this is a task that you have taken up basically for the reward, but also to bring a wanted fugitive to justice. As we start, you are early in the morning. You are camped out in the ruins of what looks to be an old, abandoned stone building or perhaps tower of some kind. It has been abandoned and derelict for such a long time that all that's really left of the structure is a spotty row of stone blocks, generally maybe 2 to 4 feet high, at sort of irregular intervals around the perimeter of what would have been the interior. There's no sign left of what would have been a floor or where the door to the structure would have been. And in fact, there are small trees growing in the middle of the ruin, and it's been like this for quite some time. Yesterday, you managed to finally catch up with Brandolito, and you found him hiding from you in this, I guess, broken down structure. When he realized that the 8 of you had found him, he didn't offer any resistance. He threw down his short sword and a brace of throwing daggers, and simply sat down and waited for you to take him into custody. He spent a little bit of time during the night, as the 8 of you kind of set your watches, trying to convince those of you on watch in turn that whatever it is that he's been accused of, that the truth is likely to be significantly distant from what the accusation is. And all of you are well aware of the reputation that the Rennie have among the people that they would call the not we, which is basically everyone who isn't a Rennie. So in the back of your mind, there is the thought that he might be telling you the truth. But right alongside that thought is that it's more likely that he's just trying to con his way out of yet another jam. So I would say you are kind of if I can do this right. So yeah, you're kind of right about here. Absolutely. Gummo, which one?
Zone of Truth. I'm going to ask Brandolito. Yeah, I'm going to press him on. So he's trying to convince me that he's been unjustly accused, and I'm going to make him tell the whole story and see if it actually is true. If he can lie, he's not supposed to be able to lie in the zone. Well, perhaps they can see if he saves.
Okay. So let's see. He gets a spell save on that, right?
Yeah, let me check it out here. Let me grab it. 1 second. There we go. I don't have anyone to target it on, so I can just roll it in the tower, and you can check it. Let's see how that works.
Okay.
To that
So
value.
you can cast it on him. I've put him in the combat tracker now.
Okay, 1 second.
And it should force a save. Yeah, let's see here.
Okay, just a second. I'm looking for him in the combat tracker. I see everybody's green. Maybe I need to close it and reopen it. 1 second.
There we go. I just I dragged it across for you. He's the guy in yellow. So are you being obvious about casting this spell, or are you kind of surreptitiously doing it when you see that he's talking with everybody who comes on watch?
Yeah, I'm going to do it during, when the watch is changing over. I'll go relieve myself against a tree, so he won't be able to see. So he's not going to be, somewhat surreptitious about that. And I still don't see him in the tracker, but I think you already rolled a save, right?
Yes. Do other people see Brandolito in the tracker?
No.
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 Hmm. That's interesting.
And I assume he is restrained in some manner, right? Since
He's tied up quite tightly. Brandolito has long hair that goes past his shoulders. He's wearing a purple bandana, and he sort of has the swarthy good looks of that Rennie males are known to have, and that seem to cause ladies to swoon when they come to town.
Not this one.
So, what exactly? What do you ask him?
All right. Well, I mean, he's been busy trying to convince each of us during our watches, and so I'm going to center that on him since he's restrained. He's really not going to be able to get out of this zone of truth. It's going to pretty much go. It's a 20 by 20 square around him, and so I'm going to let him go for a while and say, "Listen, it's like, yeah, I'd really like to hear all about this. Tell me how it is that they've come to falsely accuse you, and how do they have this wrong?"
Well, I have absolutely no idea, except, of course, look at me. I am Rennie. The Rennie are always the ones who get blamed for things that happen that local governments and watches can't explain. Something
Do you think
goes
it's
missing,
possible?
find a Rennie to blame it on.
Is it possible to be guilty of something and not even know it?
You ask him that?
By the way, it should. I need to recall in my mind. I don't know what he's actually accused of, and I suppose I would if I was chasing him down. So,
theft, extortion.
So Rennie, are you telling me you've never ever stolen in your life? You've never
behavior
tried to.
compromising the honor of one of the local ladies. Pretty standard stuff for Rennie to be accused of, actually. So he says, "Well, I am not saying that I have lived what you not we would call a pure life. But
Did you seduce the lady?
well, which lady, where, and when, and is it
Give the
is it
name
a
of the
crime
one.
if the lady
I'm going to give the
was
specific
eager and
name.
willing?
Well, I'm going to give the specific name of the lady that he has been accused of seducing, for which reason we're chasing him down.
Well,
I'm basically going to be as specific as possible, trying to, with the
it
detail.
is certainly possible that this this lady and I are acquainted of each other, but
My Rennie
is
friend, you don't sound like someone who's telling the truth. Just
is it
tell
my
me.
fault? Is it my
Are you
fault that the
falsely
police throw
accused?
themselves at me?
That's not what I was asking you. Are you falsely accused? Did you do what they said you did?
Well, if I had stolen lots of money or gems or jewelry, do you think I would be hiding out in a rundown old stone building miles off the beaten path north of Flandish?
That is the question. Did you steal lots of money and jewels?
Well, as I said, I've not lived what you would call a
Did you steal the
perfect
jewels
life.
that they accused you of?
Yes or no answer, please.
Everybody's welcome to. You can join the zone of truth. None of you will be able to speak a lie.
You notice Ailinde is outside that radius.
Moss speaks up at this point and he says, we don't have to turn this guy in with all of his fingers. Give me a second. Moss pulls out his sickle and holds down the pinky of this character and says, you better start talking or you're going to start losing fingers, my friend.
He peers up at you and kind of looks to one side and the other. He says, "It's strange, my friend. You do not look like you have some of the blood in you, yet you know how to ask the questions. Very well. You can consider that Brandolito is guilty of, how do you say it?
An excess of passion?
Yes, that would be one way of looking at it, but are these things a crime? And
was that so hard just to tell the truth? Yes. So you are guilty of an excess of passion. Was that difficult to say?
When one is Rennie, everything is difficult. I would not say, for example, that Brandolito did not force himself on the lady. The lady was a willing participant. I imagine that this displeased the lady's husband.
Did you run off with the jewels?
Jules, really, look at me. Look at the way Brandolito is dressed. My shirts are threadbare. My pants have holes in the knees. My boot.
Oh, so you're saying you did not take any jewels? Is that right? Did you not take any jewels?
Well, maybe just one or two, but not as many as the claim is.
Which ones did you take?
I'm sure you have a keen eye and you would take the most valuable ones with your shrewd nature.
The lady did have a rather nice necklace. And Brandolito did spend a significant amount of time with the lady. So time requires recompense.
So you are a gigolo then?
Well, that would require getting paid for one's time. Whereas I
What did
don't
you do
know
with the necklace?
if you take payment, can that really be considered to be payment? Hmm. He kind of
Brandolito, where is the necklace now?
Oh, Brandolito. Brandolito does not know. I suspect the cousins had it about a week ago in one Ford before you started chasing me. The necklace is long gone. It is likely hundreds of miles away at this point. It probably has been sold 2 or 3 times.
And what about the money you received for it? Where is that?
Well, this is the problem. Brandolito did not have time to receive any money for the necklace. Therefore, Brandolito comes out on the losing end, which, let me tell you, does not happen very often. In more ways than one.
Were you not promised anything? Do you intend?
Oh well, I was promised undying love and affection by the lady, but that and a silver piece will get me an ale at the inn.
The truth at last. Right. Friends, party members, what else would you know?
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, well, we should just take them in, I think. But if anyone else has other ideas,
If somebody's supposed to be talking, I can't hear anyone.
Dwayne, I think you cut out.
oh, I was thinking we should just take them in. But if anyone has any other ideas, I'm open to it.
What are we supposed to capture him, or well, I forget, John. What was our charge?
Your task was to capture him and bring him back to the authorities in Flanders.
All right, I'm satisfied that. Yeah, I mean, it seems the right thing to do. Take him back.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough to do much more than that.
This is correct. There's only one
Take
way.
him outside and tie him to my horse.
Okay, so
At the same time, I'm also wondering why so many great warriors have been sent to capture a single man.
It's not a bad question.
So, Brandolito, were you working with an organization? Because there's several people who ran interference for you and allowed you to get ahead of us. Who were those people?
yes, the brothers and the cousins. They did as Rennie expect of each other. I imagine it was one of them that probably has absconded with this jeweled necklace that everyone is so worried over.
Brandolito, who is your contact you're supposed to meet next to receive recompense for the necklace?
Well, all I know is that we were supposed to travel the waterways south, and my goal was to sell the thing far away from Zulern and Flandish, in hopes of it not being recognized. It was quite a nice necklace.
Claim you no longer have one.
This was not planned, my friends, I assure you. In fact, the lady approached Brandolito, not the other way around. And the lady promised Brandolito something of great wealth and value. And I suspect she meant something other than the necklace she was wearing. However, everyone places different value on different things.
Brandolito, what did the necklace look like?
Well, it sparkled. It caught the light from any direction, and it would light up a small room with the light of a candle or a torch. It was made of an electrum and gold composite. It had diamonds and rubies, and even a black opal as part of it. I suspect it would probably fetch close to 5,000 orbs of gold if sold in how do you say, a reputable place of business.
It's quite an expense.
It is. It's aside from the lady's obvious charms, it is the second thing that caught Brandolito's eye.
Brandolito, were you intending to leave for the southern waters from where?
One Ford. That was where the rest of the family was moored. Well, outside of One Ford, because the people there did not want us in the settlement. The usual prejudices. I'm sure you understand.
Brandolito, do the other members of the one family recognize you by sight?
They better. And he chuckles. Or they might not have their little fingers, he says with a bit of a chuckle, looking at Moss.
Moss asks him, so how many of the family are traveling? How will we identify their group?
Well, the family is the family. The whole family travels.
Well, how many people are there, you fool?
And the smile leaves his face, and he says, "Careful. Although you outnumber me 8-1, there are times when pride takes precedence. The family, we have 12 barges, and roughly 12 to 15 lads per barge. And then, of course, there's the women and the goats and the chickens and the wise woman. All told, probably about 150.
A lot of people.
Yes, well, I suspect they will be slightly less after their encounter with you outside of One Ford. I imagine the young lads did not fare too well.
Just a question there. Who hired us really to do that job? The husband or the local police, whatever?
It would have been the local constabulary in Flanders.
Do we have the name of the owner of the or the husband of the necklace?
Oh, no, you do not. All you were told is that it was someone of significant importance.
Brandolino should know.
Yeah.
Look,
Brandolino, what was her name?
when the gigolo shows up to service the lady, does the gigolo ask the lady her husband's name?
No.
No, come on.
The-
Perhaps as I look at you, perhaps none of you would have ever been in the situation. But I don't know. Certainly not. Well, not most of you, but I mean, in such matters, one does not remind the lady of the person that she is betraying. It tends to dampen the mood. But you have caught me, and for some reason I have, as you say, spilt my guts, at least as much as I am able to. Brandolito, he suspects that there is something more going on here behind the scenes. It would seem that the necklace was worth a fair amount. However, it would seem that the lady had many more like it. Why, I'm surprised it was even noticed to be missing.
Well, I think all this is between you and the magistrate. Moradine be praised that the spirit of truth has come over you, and we will let the authorities work it out.
Yes, most distressing. I'm not sure what has grabbed Brandolito's tongue. I will have to work at keeping my mouth shut in the future. So I take it you sort of you start going through the forest back towards the road, kind of thing.
Yes.
At this point, yeah.
Okay. If you open up the party sheet and look at the order tab, let's see here. Who are we missing? I have all 8 of you on there. If and let's see here. It's interesting.
No.
And we have Brandolito as well. You guys set up some sort of a marching order, please.
Jeremiah could probably go up front a little bit.
We'll say the top of the sheet is to the front, I guess. Or we can make the right side of the sheet the front.
I'm not on it.
Who's missing?
Guntag.
That means I've got somebody in addition instead of you. Okay.
I see Goontag on the list to the left, but there's a different picture for somebody actually
There we
in
go.
the March information screen.
Oh yeah.
Graham is supposed to have a medium warhorse too. Is that like a pet that should be on the combat tracker, or how does that work out?
Yeah, you guys do have horses. Some of you, anyways. Let's see here. Diesel has a war dog and a medium war horse. Jeremiah has a medium war horse. Guntag has a riding horse, as does Banithor. And Graham has a medium war horse.
Hey, DM Wyvern, welcome.
Okay. So when you guys are moving here, is this are we saying that the top of the sheet is the front, or the right?
Let's say the top.
The top, okay. So Brandolito will be, he's going to be kind of, I guess.
Is he tied to like the saddle of a horse, like by a rope or something? Or
However you want to do it. He doesn't give you any resistance or anything like that. Really, all he has is his bandana and a pair of breeches, a tunic, and a pair of boots.
I'm playing a wild mage in this one, Wyvern.
did we search him at all?
Yes,
Or not?
I think you would have, yeah.
So John, the north, well, the front is the top. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't know why it's got your tokens locked on this thing. You should be able to.
Yeah, I
just
don't know why.
Accept, no. And yeah, there's no way for me to unlock tokens on the party sheet. That's a little strange. That can't necessarily be the intended behavior. Okay, let's see here. So, yeah, okay. All right.
Just for the arrows, all right.
So let's see here. Those of you with horses, are you mounted or are you walking?
Well,
Graham will be mounted.
yeah, me too.
Diesel's mounted.
Jeremiah's mounted.
So is Banithor.
4 dogs to my right.
All right. So let's see here. I'm going to add a few horses. I might as well just do this all at once here as much as I can. Let's see here. 1, 2.
How thick is the wood of the forest? Like, is it easy to navigate through on the horses?
Yeah, it's easy enough to do that. Just add these. I'm having a little bit of my usual problem between the laptop monitor and the regular monitor. The vision is a little messed up. Okay, so there's your horses, and for some reason the dog's on there twice. How did that happen? There we go. Let's see. So we'll just going to.
You get which one is Graham's warhorse?
Graham's is Sterling.
Gotcha.
Hopefully that's on the.
They're at the top.
And okay. So let's do this. And to save on time, I won't be messing with. All right. So you kind of come through the woods. It's sort of a makeshift, not really a path, but kind of an area where there's a bit of a clearing, so to speak. And let's see here. Now, am I going to kill everything if I do this? Possibly. All right. So I'm going to kind of just put you all in sort of a jumble, and you guys can sort of arrange yourselves appropriately from there. And why is Brandolito not showing up? There we go.
I hope we're checking on him every now and then. That's what I'm worried about.
Yes, all of a sudden he's gone. So let's see here. So again, each square is 5 feet. I have facing turned on. That's the little yellow triangle, which is currently facing up for everyone. You can control that yourselves. Let's see here. If I do this.
Oh, the wolf. Which is Jeremiah's wolf?
Jeremiah's horse is Hammond.
Hammond. Okay.
So you guys can you have come from the edge of the map, and you're heading. So you're heading west. North is up. West is to the left side of the map. You've come from the east, and you guys can sort of arrange yourselves however you feel is appropriate.
We're gonna hit a mountain now, or hills, or something there.
Is there any way to give us control of our mounts?
You should be able to drag them. They're listed as friendly.
Yeah.
I can't interact with it.
Yes, there is a way to do that. It is, however, unfortunate that needs to happen. However, let's see here. Diesel. When I share that with you, you might want to drag the link for it to one of your quick slots.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
Lindy will take point.
Now, that may still leave you without being able to move them. However, I think you're supposed to be able to move them if I've shared it.
Oh, I lost all my. Oh.
John, I closed the, I think the dog.
Okay. Hang on.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, I still can't move it.
Okay. Well, Let's see. Hammond belongs. That's strange. Hammond. Scarlet belongs to. My apologies, everyone. This kind of is supposed to, unless maybe something changed recently. You never know.
Yeah.
Do you need to unlock them, John, or something?
Well, I do have tokens unlocked.
No, I mean the horse NPC sheets.
Well, let me try that. I'll unlock Hammond for Jeremiah.
Okay, still can't move.
Hmm.
Or open the seat. Weird.
Okay, well, maybe
It
they've
would
changed.
be interesting if we could tie Brandolito to a horse, like literally in the interface. So when you move a horse, it drags Brandolito.
Yeah, 5e you used to be able to do that.
Yes. So I mean, I guess Brandolito would be tied to Sterling somehow, with Graham keeping an extra close watch on him. And the riding horse is.
Linda's got rope use if it helps. She can.
Oh, absolutely. You want to give me one of those rolls in the tower, please, and we'll just see how well Brandolito is restrained.
Uh-oh. Here it is.
Okay. All right. So, you kind of walk through the woods. You kind of come out to a little bit of a clearing where you can sort of see a bit of a rocky outcropping to the west, and it kind of looks like the land drops away past the outcropping, because instead of looking at the trunks of trees, you kind of look to forward. You're kind of looking at the tops of the trees. So there's a bit of an elevation change.
Kind of a canyon, I guess.
Possibly.
North or south, guys?
So if anyone sort of wants to try and use any wilderness skills to sort of make sure that you're kind of going in generally the right direction towards the road, you can give me a roll in the tower.
Yep, let's see how I do this. This is direct.
Heading southwest.
What kind of roll is that?
Yep.
I'll give a direction sense. Here we go.
On the tower.
Oh, I've got two direction sensors.
Yep,
Different
got most
numbers.
guns.
Okay. So Moss, you're pretty certain that generally travel towards the the left side of the map will see you moving generally east, more or less. And based on the map of kind of the eastern gnarly that you have, you feel relatively confident that as long as you're moving generally east, sooner or later you will hit the road.
Wait, we're heading west.
Or yeah, west.
So
And
why
also
did
threw in a
you-
direction sense.
Okay.
I'm sorry, no, I didn't see if it was working. Because I got two directions. I got direct. Oh no, direction.
A distance.
Ignore me. I can't read.
That's okay. So when you get sort of out, you can kind of see it a little bit more like this as you guys kind of make it out into the beyond.
So it looks like that. Okay, we can go around to the south.
Yeah. You guys with your great beasts of burden.
Yeah, so my beast of burden is not moving.
Okay. So we could basically, you're kind of looking at the sort of the outcropping is about a 15-foot drop in height. And so looking outwards, you kind of see, well, okay, you would see enough. You wouldn't necessarily make out huge details, but you can kind of see a significant amount, kind of looking down into the valley, shall we say.
Yeah.
And there actually appears to be a little bit of a trail down the side here, like this.
And I suppose we need to find something for the horses to get down. Is that right?
It's in your estimation, the horses should not have a problem with it.
We can always get off and lead them if we think there's a little bit more of a problem.
I guess I'll take a look here.
Yeah, it's not extremely steep. It kind of goes along the face of the rock, and it's relatively smooth, I guess, and level in terms of the grade of the slope.
Are we leaving Gwendelito behind?
No, we shouldn't be.
Okay. Oh. Well, I'm on the run.
Yes. So, all right. So yeah, Brandolito is, and let's see here. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the ass that you guys can't move your animals. Something may have changed recently, though.
Should we just assume that they share the same space as us until we decided to disembark?
I was gonna say we can like assume they're somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, we can consider we are riding the horse, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually remove the horses. We can put them back when you dismount, if you need to. So yes, Brandolito would be, I guess, up here with Graham.
I'll keep watch while the others do that.
He has been quite quiet. After you stopped questioning him, and when Ale and I tied him to the horse, at that point he kind of he stopped talking and stopped trying to convince you that he's falsely accused and the like.
Which direction do we think we need to go from here? North or south?
West.
Yeah, I think that if there's you can almost follow a slope like this way.
But then maybe
See how this goes down.
Southwest should be the direction.
Yeah, but you can get around like this.
Right. I don't see a way down southwest, but we could go north a little bit.
Don't split the party.
Yeah.
Hold up,
way far apart. Yeah.
Gummo.
What?
Hold up, Gummo.
I sense that'll be a theme.
Well, at some point I'll lock the tokens. That's okay.
Okay, I'll slide down.
Walking through the
Shoots and
through the
ladders.
woods.
Yeah.
It's generally
Dog.
well, I mean, you the usual sounds that that you think you would hear, and you know, it's relatively peaceful, aside from the fact that you're still kind of worried that somehow Brandolito is it might be able to pull a fast one. He does look pretty lithe and light on his feet. And
Hey, John.
yes,
Sorry. I was gonna say, get my dog smart enough to keep an eye on him if I tell him to.
well, I mean, you can give him the commands, yeah. So, you know, watch or whatever.
I will do so.
Okay.
What's his name? Equinox. Equinox.
Yes. So, you guys have okay. So, let's do this. Let's okay. Everyone, give me if you have observation or alertness as a non-weapon proficiency skill, give me a roll in the tower. If not, give me a surprise roll in the tower, please.
How about omen reading?
It's been a little while. How do I do this? I think a surprise roll.
On the front
Under
page.
actions.
Yeah, either on the actions or on the front page.
Yes.
The actions.
Yeah,
It's
very
either
top.
on your actions tab at the top or on the main tab, sort of at the bottom.
Actions tab is at the bottom for me, right?
Action, yeah, but it's at the top of the actions tab.
Okay.
The smiley face. That's surprise.
Oh, okay. Got it. I got it. Okay, got it.
Looks like a Mr. Bill face. Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah. I never really noticed those.
Okay. Jeremiah, give me a and Aelandai, give me follow-up surprise rolls, please.
Okay.
Okay. So everyone, let's see here. The people who so just for almost immediate reference here, Moss, Gummo, and Gummo are surprised. Everyone else gets a chance to react in short order here.
I was surprised twice.
What?
That's how slow you are to react, yeah.
You were surprised about being surprised.
But you got a great con.
Go.
So, John, what are we surprised
That's
about?
funny.
A noise, someone coming, a light. What's the trigger?
We're about to find out.
The trigger is all of a sudden out of the trees or the bushes. Sooner or later here, there we go. A warhammer flies out and hits Brandolito.
Uh-oh.
So, let's see.
Attack!
Might be personal.
So what I do is, because I'm not surprised, I got off my horse and just ready to ramble.
What does Brandolito do? Such go.
Scream
Takes the warhammer to the head.
Yeah.
He did get hit though. Okay.
Well, we don't know yet.
Okay.
But it's quite likely, given that he's tied up and unarmored.
It's interesting they went for him first.
That's why I think it's personal.
A woman scorned, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was a
Or a gang war. Stole something he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Mm.
I told him his safety word is pineapple.
Were we supposed to bring him back dead or alive or alive?
It doesn't matter.
That bodes well for us.
Right. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Really?
just been served.
All right. If you guys want to take 5 minutes, I need a little bit of time here.
Cool.
Okay.
5 minute break. Yep.
So, if you joined us late, we were charged with bringing in this Renee who had allegedly stolen some jewelry and besmirched a lady's honor and took her jewelry. And so we had caught up to him. That's where we started. We interrogated him for a bit, and then we were bringing him back. And so we're in the gnarly forest and working our way back to town. And then as we're journeying, Warhammer flies out of the woods and strikes our prisoner. So I'm thinking it might be personal. Someone who wants to take justice into their own hands. That's a good idea. Steal that. Other map. I hot. Magic doesn't mind. I'm playing a wild mage in this game because my normal Friday game, which is just wrapping up, which is Rise of the Rune Lords, set in the Forgotten Realms. So the Rune Lords are actually Netherese, and so one of the other characters plays a wild mage, and it's kind of fun with the wild surges and craziness that ensues. So he plays an off-the-wall character, but I'm going to try and play one that's actually lawful neutral. So he's pretty stern. He's trying to tame the chaos of wild magic. And so we're here north of Flandish. I think John's using, must be a Myers map, or the regional map. John gets some nice battle maps for stuff. I'm in John's Saturday game, which I don't stream. We're doing Temple of Elemental Evil, and I'm playing a ranger in that, and it's pretty fun. John doesn't mind running large parties, 8 people, and he's pretty good system. The initiative and surprise rolls, he uses the tower a lot to for secret rolls, so we can't metagame combat because we don't know what order people are going in. Something to be said for that. My Thursday game, the players like pretty set on wanting to know when they're going so they can plan. So they're kind of metagaming it a bit. Nope, we're back.
Okay, everyone, if you're back, please give me a check mark on the ready check.
Ready?
Okay, thank you, everyone. Yes, I have my glasses, so now I can still look. I still have one blurry monitor and one clear monitor. It's just the glasses change which one is the blurry one and which one is the clear one. So, okay, so as I said, you're kind of walking along, and nothing happens that kind of sets any of your senses ill at ease or anything like that. And all of a sudden, from sort of the north, this hammer flies out and hits Brandolito. Let's see here. There we go. And the hammer impacts, hits Brandolito kind of in the side, sort of in the upper back of the shoulder. And it's the sound it makes is a thickening, a sickening thud and a crack. And he kind of he sort of groans with surprise and sort of drops to his knees and kind of almost keels over, except he's tied to Graham's horse, which sort of keeps him from falling over. But As he collapses, he's tied to the horse, and his arms are kind of yanked upwards because he's tied to the horse. And shortly after, the groan of pain is a scream of pain as his severely damaged shoulder is just sort of forced to move again. So he's in significant pain, shall we say.
Look at that. Am I not held?
What? So everyone except for Moss and Gummo, what do you do?
I just try to scan the area to see where that attack, specifically where that attack came from.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if anyone is looking in a specific direction, can you change your facing markers on your tokens, please?
I'll jump in the bush there and begin searching.
You do shift while you're
shift.
hovering on your token.
Yeah, shift and scroll wheel.
Thank you.
There we go.
I can't adjust the dog. You'll have to.
Okay, so everyone except for the two people who are surprised, roll initiative with in the tower with. If you're planning on having a weapon ready, use the speed for the weapon. If you're planning on casting a spell, use the casting time. If you're planning on just moving, then just make a straight initiative roll in the tower, please.
Hey, Lindy's going to tumble into the bushes there.
Okay, let's see. Is there anyone who hasn't rolled yet?
We are still mounted, right?
Yes, unless you've said otherwise.
Okay.
All right. Or unless that's part of your round to dismount.
No.
All right. So let's see here. Do this. Okay, so the first thing that happens, Aelendai reacts with quite a lot of quickness. Where did you want to move to?
Yeah, she's going to tumble into the bushes there and forego all attacks to raise her armor class by 4.
Okay. So just show me where you're moving to. Okay.
You got it.
Okay. Into the. You probably have to go one more like that.
Before she disappears, you hear parkour.
All right. Brandolito, he tries to get back from his knees to stand up again, but he's just not able to. He's kind of moaning and groaning and making sounds that would tell you that he's in some significant pain.
Jim, I'm just going to pick a square just for helping you.
Do we know which way the hammer was coming from?
Sure. So let's see here. Banathor, give me a if you have observation or alertness, give me one of those. If not, give me a wisdom check, please, in the tower. Okay, Banathor, you notice that almost like within a couple of seconds after Brandolito is hit with this hammer, the hammer drops to the ground and sort of hits with a thud as the head sort of buries itself an inch or two into the soft ground, and then as you're watching, the hammer disappears. It's gone.
Oh,
Ooh, magic.
Oh man, I wanted that hammer.
hey, Lindy, here's the dwarf yell dibs.
I want a magic hammer.
What do you do?
I'm dismounting and then I'm getting down by Brandolito and telling him, hold still and I will give you some protection.
Okay.
We can tell it came from the west, right? Is that what you said? Or do we know?
There we go. You've dismounted from the riding horse. It came from sort of the northeast.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's okay. Kind of give you an idea, sort of, kind of like that, in that direction.
Well, I am looking the wrong way.
It's okay. I mean, okay, so Banathor, you're done?
Yes, that's it for me.
Okay.
Did I move that guy? I didn't mean to do that. Cancel that move, John. I don't know how I did that.
Okay. And you all hear a gruff, gravelly voice shout out from kind of the same general direction that the hammer was thrown from. You hear, "Get him, you dolts! Can't you see he's got friends? Bring him to me. Doesn't have to be alive. In fact, maybe it's better if he isn't." And again, the hammer flies. A hammer flies out.
Oh man, they got 2 attacks off before we got anything.
And the hammer flies and it hits Graham this time, straight in the chest.
I'd like to parry that with my shield.
Okay, you can try, sure. And what's the mechanic for that again?
I have to roll to hit versus whoever threw it.
Oh, okay. So just make an untargeted attack roll, and
Ooh, nice roll.
Let's see here. Now, what kind of shit is that? Let's see here.
Got some interference on here. Let's
Medium, it says there.
dial them down.
Yes. Okay, Graham, give me a D20 in the tower, please. All right, Graham. So, 2 things happen here. One, you manage to deflect the hammer with the edge of your shield. You just managed to get it up enough to sort of deflect the hammer over your shoulder. However, the hammer leaves a big dent, kind of in that sort of 1/6 of your shield. It's kind of like it's caved in.
Okay.
And your shoulder feels like it's been hit with a mighty blow, regardless of the fact that you were able to deflect the hammer. But you don't take any physical damage.
Okay. Since I was so I was reading my land-based skill, and since I'm using a shield and a weapon, I'm steering with my knees. But it says if I take a hit, then I have to. Wait, first of all, does it count as a hit? Because if I take a hit, or is it damage? I have to make a skill check.
Yeah, you would probably still have to make a skill check, even though you don't take any damage. I mean, this hammer.
Okay, I'm reading it. It says damage, but I'll take a skill check if you like, since it was a hard hit.
Oh yeah, it's like someone throwing a boulder at you, kind of thing.
All right. Do you want this in the tower or just open?
Open is fine. It'll be pretty clear whether.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'll stay
so
in the
you
tower.
managed to still control your mount and stay mounted, and you can hear swearing from sort of wherever the hammer was thrown from. And there is come on, do something. Right at the end of all the swearing. And there is a twang of a crossbow bolt. Fired at again at Graham, and I guess a crossbow bolt sort of flies.
You can't tell they're all from the northeast.
They're all. It's all coming from
Northeast, right?
right in here. And as a matter of fact, this time you do see somebody that pops into view. Let's see here.
I'm gonna hide behind a horse
There
for cover.
is, let's see. Gummo, you're kind of standing there, look kind of slightly uncharacteristically bewildered of what's going on. You see this hammer that Graham just manages to deflect at the last second, kind of tumbles past him and and as it goes over your head, it disappears.
Must be some. Do I recognize it as a dwarven magical item?
You don't have the time. It's
I'm too
it's moving too fast, and you do feel a little bit of pain in your side, and you realize that someone has shot you with a crossbow bolt.
Ouch.
From behind.
Oh.
From behind and below. I'm
No,
up against a
from
cliff
behind.
edge, a small cliff edge.
Let's see. Equinox, the war dog, I think would be staying next to Diesel until Diesel. If you want to give him a command on your initiative, you certainly can.
Is it my turn?
No, not yet.
I'm sensing Dex as a dump step for most of you fighters.
It's just not high enough
No?
to get any bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna find some cover. I don't want to take any hits from this hand.
Let's see here.
Uh-oh. Area of effect.
There we go. Let's see here. How exact is this? Pretty damn exact.
Oops.
I think that's a fireball.
In that square, all of a sudden,
Or an entangle.
A billowing mass of noxious and nauseous greenish yellow vapors just all of a
Stinking
sudden
cloud.
billow up and sort of engulf all of you.
Here comes the save.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
No, that's not good.
Is that, well, who's
Yeah, Rick
Are we
Brooks is
playing?
not a good look for us.
what's
Oh no! Look at those fails.
Yeah.
fail? Oh, this is not good. I'm gonna have some work for you.
Stinky.
Okay, let's see here. Caught within the
John,
Metagame and look up
because
Stinking Cloud.
we've got 2 magical armor plus that spell. There's anything we can do in, or that's 3 different characters or NPCs.
Well, it's not only is it it's Graham and his horse, Jeremiah and his horse.
Doritos.
At least my horse was spared.
Let's see here. Why?
I think someone needs to rush into these bushes at least to stop that further spells or something.
Do the horses have to make saves too?
Yes. Well, they absolutely would. Now let's see here. Why doesn't this make sense? What I'm reading. One moment, everyone. Okay. Okay. So.
Yeah. It's Stinking Cloud outlawed by the Geneva Convention.
Yeah.
The Greyhawk convention.
Yeah.
The Geneva, Wisconsin Convention.
Nice.
Are they all dead?
Graham. Unfortunately, let's see here now. Unfortunately, you're not in a position. So let's see here. Sterling.
Paralyzed. Well, you said that is an effective Stinking Cloud.
And Jeremiah. This is indeed.
Should have stayed away from their target. He's ground zero.
Okay. Three and 5. So, Graham, you fall to the ground. You take 3 points of damage. It's a combination of you falling and your horse basically unseating you.
Wow.
So, Graham and so there's like that. Apologies for the delay here, everyone. It's just
No worries.
there we go. And one more insult to injury. We can't forget. There we go. Gummo, you also hear quick movement coming up the hill at you from the north. And we'll do this.
It's very surprising. Yeah.
Jeremiah, unfortunately, you are overcome by the vapors.
Uh-oh.
Say that in a Southern Belle accent, please.
Guntag, what do you do?
Okay. I was looking at the size of a 20-foot cube. It's not big.
What did you roll initiative with for Guntag?
I think with my weapon.
Okay, so are you looking around for someone, or what are you doing? I mean, if you want to switch to a spell, you can. You're just gonna delay your initiative a little bit.
Yeah, I just don't. The issue is I don't have much to aim. I was going to do a whole person in the bushes, but 20-foot cube is not big.
No, it's that's not.
Yeah, that's not. I think I'll go myself. Do I see or hear anything coming from south? Because I'm kind of covering the back, so I don't want to.
You looking to the south, actually, you see. You would actually see through the bushes. You actually see. Let's see here. You see one man sort of in leather armor and kind of a woodlands cloak. He's busy cranking his a crossbow, trying to load it again.
Sure. All right. I'm. So, I'll go with a sling bullet. Is it how far is it? One.
Okay. Oh. Looks like 65 feet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you've done it at the same time.
Yeah.
Right, 65 feet. So yeah. So I'm going with a sling because that's no slower. Yeah, you ready?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Targeted.
Oh, that would have been
Shit. Okay. I'm sorry.
no. That's a
Next.
All right. Um, and all of a sudden, Guntag, you see from the bushes there to the south, breaking free and running straight for you, kind of around like this, is
It's a dog.
a dog. Now let's see, how far can this sucker move?
Oh, they have dogs too. Our dog's in the stinking cloud, though. Yes, I'm talking about dogs. Got a dog at my feet here.
Too far.
Have him make a guest appearance, but he's got a bum leg.
Sort of comes up to you, and it's growling and in a menacing manner.
Okay.
Sterling, the warhorse, is stumbling and kind of keeling over. Brandolito is he's retching and coughing and and groaning and screaming out in pain. It's bad all around. Let's see here. Guntag, you are on your horse, so the dog is still below you. Diesel, you see another crossbowman in the bushes. He's firing. He's firing over Moss's head at Guntag, who is mounted.
No, I'm not anymore. No, I said earlier that I was dismounting.
Oh, did you? I beg your pardon. I'm gonna put you there
because I can't fight on the horse, so.
Oh, that's right. Yes. So he's firing at. He'll be firing at Diesel.
Okay. Not very hospitality.
Oh, that's a hit.
With these red-faced elves.
And Gumo, you hear
They're
more
gnarly
movement
elves.
from the north coming up the hill. A crossbow, and he fires a crossbow bolt into the noxious vapors.
Really determined to kill this guy.
My goodness. Is Graham?
Probably because he's prone.
That's interesting. I think that if someone is essentially paralyzed, you should have a significant amount.
The spell doesn't say I'm paralyzed. It just says I can't make an attack and I can move out of the cloud, so I don't have to keep making saving throws.
Okay. Right. Correct. So that's a mess.
Yeah, I was wondering. There's a discrepancy between the spell description and the effect, because the effect says paralyzed, but the description says you can't attack.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I think the idea is you're too busy puking, right? It's
Yeah.
kind
Right.
of
Yeah.
yes. So from the bushes steps out another crossbowman. He's firing at Gumo again, who's unfortunately you're being taken advantage of.
Yep.
That one misses.
Hey, would it hit the guy about? Is he miss enough to hit these buddies? Yeah.
Oh, not quite.
Maybe if you rolled a fumble.
Yep. Good.
Are more.
I've been curious for a while. How high is this little clifflet here? I mean, if the other one was 15, this would be 4 feet.
Which one?
Like I'm standing next to a rise.
10, 15, maybe more.
Can someone
There you go,
can you
you're
just
down
draw
to
an
15.
arrow where you're?
Right beside Gummo.
Yeah, there it's more of like say maybe like a 5 to 7 foot drop.
Yep. Okay.
So Gummo, as you watch up the hill from the north, charges in a rather ugly looking half orc.
Okay.
Aren't they all?
He's swinging a bastard sword two-handed.
Okay, so these.
And he's wearing splint mail.
Thank you.
But he doesn't I mean he can't attack, but he gets close enough to you. Petunia is well, Petunia is a poor riding horse. Like this. Oh my goodness, there's other scary people. Oh my goodness, there's scary people over there. There's no one over here.
There goes my stuff.
Oh no!
That's so realistic. Yeah.
And that's why you don't have horses. No.
That's why I didn't buy an expensive one.
From the south there, let's see. What do we say? This is a human, not quite as
What is on my horse?
sort of without a huge frame, more sort of slight
Oh my god.
and
my
slender,
stomach.
perhaps female, with chainmail, a shield strapped to her back, and a long sword at the waist, however, with a crossbow. Fires at Guntag. Hits.
What? What about the dog? Maybe the dog gave me cover, no?
Not with a roll like that.
Okay. Okay.
And from the north, there's additional people running up the hill to sort of challenge. And
We are being overrun.
there's actually another person sort of pops up. They got some really good initiative rolls this round, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's what seems to have happened. Diesel, a crossbow bolt flies past you. Not even close.
Zoom in on the dog.
But look at it this way: you guys are all going to get to move all basically at once, and you're gonna.
That's right.
Yeah.
Payback's gonna be a bitch.
Ah, that looked better.
Dang, bum rush.
That guy's gonna stop right.
Hit
Oh,
that.
and
How many guys are up there? Okay, I can put this down.
barking. Dog launches itself out of the bushes and the trees straight at Diesel.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here.
John's rolling 20s again.
Yeah,
Yeah. Save versus death.
and it bites you in the calf, and it's just shaking its head back and forth, exasperating the damage.
Ouch.
They're all going before us.
That's not good.
Our horses are doing well, though. Horses are getting good rolls.
Yeah, you guys have pretty bad initiative rolls this round. That's unfortunate. So Diesel, do you have? Can you give me a riding check, please, in the tower? Or it doesn't have to be in the tower,
TPK first session.
because you'll know if the dog pulls you out of the saddle.
Oh, okay. How do the writing check is on the actions thing again?
Nope, that'll be on your skills tab if you have it.
Yeah, I have it somewhere. I think you put it in there. Yes, writing land-based.
Yes.
Oops. How do I make? Is it the cogwheel?
No, there should be a box next to it with a number. Just double click that.
18. Oh, just double click that. Okay, I got it. Oh, it was close.
Okay, so you are able to stay atop your horse.
What do I
However,
have?
the dog is basically trying to hanging from your calf.
Can't
Yeah,
even cast that alternate reality
which
because
is just perfect for him.
Yeah, it's kind of a one-way relationship right now.
So Graham, you're
I'd like to move away from where I think the attack came from, which is for the northeast, and just move back out of the square. Get up and move back.
Okay, let me I want to read that spell again because I think I need to know whether you guys are so incapacitated that you can't even move, or whether you can still sort of.
It reads though that we just can't attack, and we move out of it. We're still affected by the gagging for 1d4+1 rounds. If you save, then you can move out, and that because you don't have that dot on you, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, if you save, you can move out. Yeah.
Okay.
The wind blowing.
Nausea. Okay, so you failed your save, so you are reeling and unable to attack for a certain number of rounds. You can leave the cloud, but you're still impacted by the effect.
Right,
At
I just
least
have to clear my lungs.
yes,
So if I
which takes.
can, I like to just, since I'm prone, stand up and move just back out of the cloud.
Okay, so you can probably move like 15, 20 feet if you want.
Okay.
But
I'm not sure how aware of my surroundings I am. I'll move back to there.
Okay.
I guess I would leave my spear and draw my sword next round.
All right. So let's see here. So you're disoriented. I think that's fair to say. And 7. So you actually, that's where you intend to go. Where you actually end up is right here.
Okay.
You sort of shoulder poor Banathor aside, and I kind of get out a little bit, but you're still Diesel.
Right. Can you remove the prone condition from me?
Oh yes, absolutely. You're not prone anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming I was riding with my sword out, my scimitar. So I'm gonna take a swing at.
Okay.
Calves.
All right, absolutely. So let's see here. You are you're going to get some sort of a. Let's see here. You get +1 to hit. Give yourself +1.
Okay, so +1. Okay, and then roll
the red box for your sword and drop it on.
Drop it on the dog.
Smack that pup.
All right. Go ahead with your damage.
Oh, okay.
All right. So Diesel slashes with his great scimitar and opens up a significant wound in the side of the dog. However, the dog is not deterred. It yelps and kind of lets go from your calf. And so that's so we are and then Moss, of course, was surprised, and Gummo was
You want
surprised.
me to give Equinox a shot, dog? My dog.
It can move or whatever you want it to do. It's in the vapors, but it was not it's not affected. So whatever you want it to do.
Right. Yeah, so I'm just gonna additionally tell it to attack the other war dog. So I'm not sure how you want me to do that, but
that's fine.
Did you say is Gamos still in a surprise? Yeah.
Okay, so
Do we
dog's out.
skip our turns?
Yes. So we are at the start of round 2. Nobody is surprised anymore. Roll initiative, whatever your weapon is or your spell that's being cast in the tower, please.
Sorry, let me roll that in the tower. I just took my roll and threw it in the tower, like the old roll.
Okay. Jeremiah, I don't know if you can cast a spell because you've been affected by that would be kind of the same thing as unless
Jeremiah's going to try and crawl out, though.
yeah, unless all right, so let's see here. Banathor. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and drag out the prisoner out of the cloud with me, if I can.
Okay. Okay. Which way do you want to go?
That way.
All right. So give me a. So the problem is you're not only trying to drag a fully grown man, but you're also trying to drag the war horse that he's attached to.
Yeah, it's hopeless if it's a strength check.
Give me a Ben Bars lift gates roll, please.
Oh my goodness, my strength is 7.
Oh, I thought I had bad stats.
I think my percent's 0 here.
Yeah. Come on, baby. Oh!
All right. So, well, what actually manages to happen is you get yourself out, and you get Brandolito over to here, but that's about it.
Okay, that's something. Okay, that's it for me.
Okay. Brandolito. Let's see here.
GM, if we've been traveling together for so long at our present levels and stuff, I would have taught the guys how to loosen my ropes. I can do knots that are just simple tugs for them for loosening ropes, if that's possible.
The issue is that you would have perceived that Brandolito, if you make it easy for your companions to undo, it's
that's
probably
fair.
child's work for him.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough then.
And you would recognize that, I think.
Yeah. One of my ilk.
And Brandolito stumbles between Banathor and Graham and gets to there before he collapses.
Oh, did he untie himself?
Banathor, do you want him to be your shield in front of you, or?
There you go. That's an idea.
Right?
There we go. Gummo, you have no shortage of. It's a target-rich environment for a dwarf.
And despite having that target-rich environment, he's just going to take a quick step over here and cast Sanctuary on Brandolito.
Okay. Let's see. Want to read that spell for a second.
Nope, no save.
One creature. So, all right. So, if you look
8 rounds.
on your, you see on your main tab, you've got a Thaco box with your Thaco in there. Drag that box and drop it on Brandolito's token.
Okay. Thaco. On the main one, I have a Thaco box. 1 second. There it is. Drag the whole box or just a little dice?
Well,
Doesn't
the
matter.
die. Yeah,
Okay, the die.
it should be the
Okay.
same.
All right.
Oh,
That didn't work too well.
I think it worked.
Okay. He's prone. However, hang on. Let's see here. Forgot to give you other part of the instruction. I'll just take care of it quickly here myself. We're off. No dexterity, rare, and touch. And you, given that Brandolito is lying face down on the ground, throwing up, and basically just kind of feebly moaning, you have no trouble walking up behind him, casting your spell, and touching him with your hand.
Awesome. Yeah. I'll shove a little silver mirror in his pocket and say, yeah, hide in the shadow of Moradine.
Okay, and there we go.
And that's probably all I could do, right? So I think I'm probably
done. Yeah.
yeah, good call.
Whoa, what's going on here? Hang on.
Cool. Yeah.
Evelyn die.
Okay, Ilinda is going to cast Mirror Image on herself.
Aha.
And
okay.
And then she's going to try and, if she can, move 5 feet and try and pull Jeremiah out of the stinking cloud.
Let's see here. Okay. Yes, so you can move. All right. Yes, and that'll be next round. Yes. So you see there's an extra 4 images that look exactly like you, kind of whirling around your body.
Quadruple the pleasure.
Yeah, wait till Brandolito wakes up. He won't know what to do.
But yeah, if possible, I'll tug Jeremiah out of that cloud.
Okay.
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
And he is. This guy's attacking you with a broadsword. Diesel, even though you're mounted on horseback. Yeah, it's a hit anyways. How about that? Diesel, your armor prevents you from taking damage, even though you got hit. Or take minimal damage. All right. And let's see, this guy, 48, has reloaded his crossbow, and he fires another bolt at Diesel, who's still mounted.
That's right.
Hit.
Whizzes by me and gives me a.
Number 43 also has reloaded his crossbow. Guess who he's shooting at? David. Crossbow bolt flies.
I figure I'm a big target, so.
3 guesses and the first 2 don't count.
Number 9 from behind fires at Gummo again. My goodness. I had no idea these largely ineffectual guys would be so effective.
Ouch! Stop that.
And this guy also has reloaded. And misses. Diesel.
Oh, man, we've got a little party going on, don't we?
Indeed.
I think, John, you loaded the dice again.
Sorry.
We got this. We've got horses.
See, 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, we got
This guy, number 31, drops his crossbow and comes forward like this and raises his broadsword, but then something prevents him from swinging down at Brandolito's prone form.
Oh.
And he kind of he tries to make the swing, and then he kind of looks around confused, and he locks eyes with Gummo.
Good job,
Yeah.
Gummo.
Kind of looks startled.
Yeah, he can, because he should forget about that guy now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
My goodness. Vanathor, you managed to avoid the attack.
Oh, lucky me.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gummo cast Sanctuary on you too.
I might head back into the cloud.
You have a shield, right?
Yeah.
Gummo has a shield.
Yeah, I wonder if we could push him in the cloud and push him off the cliff. And
Or just throw these guys in the cloud.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay. There we go. This guy just tries to. Oh my. That's terrible. We have a potential fumble here.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, that's good then for us.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wow,
Critical fumble. Let's see. So number 18 runs forward, and at the last second, as he's getting ready to kind of just sort of introduce his broadsword to Gummo's back. He trips on something and falls.
Where is number 18? Yeah.
Modifier.
I'm more concerned there's a number 48.
Play random numbers on them.
Yeah.
Always random numbers. Always.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, so this guy is prone. Now, he's going to be prone for. It's going to take him a little bit of time to get up. Let's see here. These guys don't seem to be above trying to shiv a dwarf from behind.
That's racist.
Yeah, they gotta get there first though, and that they gotta go on the edge of the cliff.
Oh, that's true.
It is close. Oh, that's a hit.
Jeez.
And that female in chainmail, the woman in chainmail, she casts aside her crossbow and she shouts something. She shouts something in a language that sort of rings out over the battle, and she draws her longsword and points it straight at Guntag, and she just kind of walks over here, and she's strapping on her shield on her arm as she goes, and she just kind of stands there watching you.
Sorry, who spoke? That the one down below there, the human.
That's right.
Yes. Okay. Let's see here. The half orc pulls right to here.
Where?
Yeah, I don't think we see his token.
Who? Oh, the
Half
half
orc.
orc.
Yeah, I
There
think
we
you
go.
mentioned he was around. Oh, there he is. Wow.
Ooh.
Okay, so he goes there and he's trying to swing his bastard sword into Gummo. However, his movement does not stop as he rolls down the side of the hill.
Bye-bye.
Woohoo!
Any damage?
Yes, there would be some. Let's see here.
He's embarrassed. Nobody look at me.
You feel shame. You go to the penalty box for 2 minutes and you feel shame. Minimal damage, but yes, he rolls down the hill.
I can't figure out who's yelled at, John. I can't figure out who yelled at.
Well, your dog grabs the other dog dog fighting ring, and that the other dog is reacting rather feebly at this point between the wound from your great scimitar and your dog kind of latching onto him. He's yelping at this point.
Very good.
Sad about the dog. Yeah. What can you do? It's like at least it's their dog, not yours, right?
And let's see here. Diesel, you can see farther to the north, out from the bushes, steps. A dwarf. Dressed in plate mail and black plate mail and a shield, and a kind of a pot helm. He's got a wild, unruly, disheveled, untrimmed beard, and he's got an evil-looking grin on his face, and he shouts, "This is taking too long!" And he's holding that hammer in his hand, and he sort of reaches back and just tosses it at you, and you can see it tumbling towards you, end over end.
Great. It's so far away, I can move, right?
And the hammer hits you.
Oh, man.
Damn.
That's good aim from that far away.
And it hits you for a lot of damage.
Wow.
Diesel, give me a another riding check, and this time add plus 10 to it.
Wow.
Can I do it that way? I don't know how to do plus. It just says +5. How do I do +10?
In the modifier
Just,
box.
Modifier, and just put a 10 in there.
Oh, just put 10.
Where the 0 is. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
No, you're
Nice, you did it.
Despite
That's
this
actually good.
hammer hitting you basically like a boulder, it thuds into you, and you reel backwards, and you kind of for a moment you can feel like your feet sort of starting to come out of the stirrups, and then you sort of regain your balance, and you're reeling. However, he didn't unseat you.
I got a little smirk on my face. I'm getting closer to rage.
And the human has called off the dog, and it obediently comes back to here.
Am I playing? No, have I missed my turn, or it's not?
No, it just kind of disengages from you and walks back.
I'm just very slow. Is that what you mean?
We haven't gotten to any of you guys yet.
We're low down the list.
Yeah, we're all slower. It's not fair.
I'm going to join these faster guys. They seem like a pretty well-oiled machine.
They're very they're very culturally diverse.
Jeremiah's throat.
That would really throw John's game up.
Yeah, backstab on Jeremiah. Yeah.
NPCs
I don't know these guys.
The dog that bit Diesel tries to slink away. You can you get a free attack at it if you want for Diesel.
100%. Okay.
Okay.
Do you make eye contact with Moss?
Let's see.
While you do
I don't care
that.
if you kill a dog. Stuff happens
Oh,
every day.
sorry. Maybe it's the wrong character.
Oh, that's a hit.
Aw.
Aw, poor dog.
It's probably humane, right? It's the best thing for it now.
Wait, that's
Yeah.
what I want, so-
Yeah, that's
He's
the
just
wrong
like, shake a paw.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, death to the doggy.
He crawls off the eye. That's terrible.
We got one down.
The horse.
Nice.
Horse left to its own devices, kind of stumbles forward 5 feet like that.
Cuffs up a hairball.
If it's like tear gas, can you imagine all the snot coming out of its nose? It's just...
Oh, yeah.
Scarlet. Diesel, are you well, okay, when we get to you, you can technically you can command your warhorse to do some attacking too, if it's nice and close. Petunia, well, Petunia. Guntag, oh, this is, let's see. Hang on. We're still trying to figure out what your horse does.
Who cares? It's cheap.
Well, let's
I'm
see.
not on it.
No, it's sort of. That'll be a start.
Come back here.
The warhorse. It's. Let's see. It would kind of stumble around. Right. So it goes to here. And then it goes back to here. Disoriented. Jeremiah, you can crawl out of the fumes if you want.
I will indeed, and try and get into the bushes, maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
if Islandi helped him at all.
Absolutely. Yes. So you would, Aelindai helping would give you the ability to crawl an extra 10 feet.
Okay.
If you
I'll just go there and try and recover.
Are you standing up?
If I can, yes, indeed.
Give me a con check, please. Yeah, good enough. Okay. Moss. Finally. What's Moss doing?
Well,
Moss is going to be casting a spell, trying to
Okay.
mitigate movement.
Which one?
It's going to be spike growth.
Oh, nice.
Now I need an area of effect. I think it's 10 square feet per level.
Yes.
So we're
wow.
looking at
So where do you
how
want
many
to
square feet here? 60.
Yes, where do
I'd
you-
like to do it pretty much covering Brigand 35, 43, 48, and the dwarf if possible.
Very nice. Yeah.
Okay.
I think if I could draw a square, I would. But I don't think I have the
You can
ability
right
to
click
draw
and
the
then go
map.
to pointers and then draw square.
Ah, there
You
we
can
go.
even do a quick control or shift held down and both
Oh, I
left and
see.
right mouse button.
Okay.
Whoop.
Well, that's wrong. So, whoops. Close the map. One of those
That's usually
days.
what I end up doing.
There we go.
Okay.
Let's see here. There we go. Big enough.
Okay. Sure,
That's
sure.
nice.
Okay, so for now we'll get rid of this, and we will put this.
Oh, very nice.
That should do.
Can you move it a little bit and you get that other dog?
All right.
There we go.
That should do. Bingo.
James, do you have spellcraft?
Spellcraft?
Yes, it would be a skill.
No.
Okay.
Can he use mine?
Okay. James, so you would target. Let's see here. You would target everyone
Right.
in there. Let's see. No.
Yeah, this guy. I just add the effect by dragging it onto them, do I not?
Well, let's see here. First of all, there is. Okay, so first of all, we're going to move this because it seems to be getting in the way of the targeting. No. Hang on. Let's do that. Okay. And then cast your spell. Okay.
Didn't do this.
Let's see here. All right. So they all now. Let's see. Does that root them in place?
It doesn't, but they don't know why their feet hurt or whatnot. If they make any movement within, if they move 10 feet, they take 2 dice 4 damage for every 10 feet moved in that area, and it lasts for, I think, 6 rounds.
Probably
Beautiful.
around for that. Are you 6th level? I think it's around for that.
Oh, sorry, it's 3 dice
Turns.
4 turns plus 1 per level.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So let me see here.
Yeah, and a turn is like
Yeah.
10 minutes or something.
You want me to give you a 3 die 4?
Well, just let me check and see. Oh no, I've got it. It's already been
Okay.
applied.
Great.
So everyone there is cursing and shouting in pain.
Keep in mind, they don't know why, but they're
Yes. Well, all of a sudden, yes.
kind of like your ex phoning you. Don't know where it's coming from.
Let's see here. Sort of like that.
Is that
Beautiful.
the gap? That's
Yeah. Very pretty.
There we go. I didn't realize I had that.
Oh,
But
You mentioned targeting. Can you make them go to the bottom of a stack, so to speak? Maybe that's
yeah,
enough.
I wish I could. I don't think I can.
You can also target on. Oh, we don't have them on the combat tracker, right? To target.
yeah, if they're on the combat tracker, you can just target them directly on there.
Right. Control
Graham.
left click it that way.
Graham will draw his long sword, face those guys, and projectile vomit on number 18.
Okay. I don't know why you've got this big long green line
I'm not
going
sure
from
either.
your token. Okay. That might be me. No. Why do I have? That's strange. There we go.
There go one way.
All right. All right. Guntag. The woman's waiting. She's gesturing at you, banging her sword on her shield.
Yeah, no worries. Well, I can't move and hit her, so. Or would you allow this? What can you charge?
You don't have enough distance to build up a charge, but you can move towards her.
But I can't hit. So I'm gonna send a spell hold person on her.
Oh. All right.
You ready?
Go ahead. Oh, she fails. She looks furious at you.
Nice.
She challenged you to one-on-one combat, and you cast a spell on her.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I don't feel offended. Don't forget the fortress way. It's the right way, which is the winning way. And shall I paralyze her now? Shall I add the effect, John?
Yes. There we go. She failed. All right.
Yeah, now she's ready for one-on-one combat.
And that's
Diesel.
And she's for 10 rounds.
I guess it's only right. We go after that number 8.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, I missed him for some reason.
Oh, that's a hit.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Why is it some say 2d6 and the other one below it says 3d6?
Because that's against large creatures.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, well, and your horse,
You'd be able to like rear up or something, right?
your horse
Give my
clips
chicken
him with the hoof. And he's reeling. And
Equinox should be able to get on.
so somewhere from the north, somewhere past the spike growth and everything. Let's see here. Let's see. Three magical darts of bluish energy fly from far to the north, and they whiz probably within a couple of inches of the dwarf's ear, and he kind of sort of startled turns around, and the darts of magical energy shoot forward and hit Diesel.
Oh.
It's not fair.
He's just taking a lot of stuff. Alright.
Probably get off this horse.
Well, you are making a really good.
Yeah, you're like, come and hit me.
Standing above
Here.
everyone else.
I'm like Jupiter. I'm the big planet out there.
So it's 10 after 10 Eastern. I suspect that if we do another round, it's going to take half an hour. Should we wait for next session?
I am
Everyone
okay with
enjoy
you
it.
guys. Yeah.
I can go or stay. Doesn't
I'm
matter.
good to keep going.
Here, let me
All right.
throw a vote to make it easy for you.
All right, we'll
Yeah.
do another round. No complaints.
I'm okay because I'm only at 10 after 9.
It's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon here, so
Oh, wow.
So a check mark is one more round. Anything else is we stop here. If it is too late for you, feel free to drop off. I don't want to inconvenience anyone. So,
Like we're
you
okay.
guys
Oh,
can
wait.
roll initiative.
What a bunch of keeners.
Whatever you do. In the
Initiative with
tower.
what we're going to do, right?
Yeah,
And
Oh,
GM,
sorry.
just a spellcraft check after the hold person. Would I recognize that it was a hold person spell?
Yes.
Okay. Ailinde smiles as she was facing that way, helping Jeremiah.
Jeremiah can do anything with Brand, but
So,
Yeah.
oh,
Backstab.
Hammond's there.
Diesel and Ailindai, we still need initiative rolls from the two of you.
Oh, yes, sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry, in the tower.
You got to hold the Alt key.
Oh, Alt key, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. In the tower, though.
Or you can just pick up that roll and drop it in the tower.
Well, yeah, but you already know what it is.
who's dealing with number 31? The one attacking Brandelito.
No one yet.
But he does not. He's lost his mental track of Brandelito.
Well, he has to do that every round, though. So
There we go.
Yeah, right.
I learned it.
Trust in Morty.
Okay, start of round 3. Banathor.
Hey.
since I don't have much to lose, I'm going into the cloud to get away from these guys.
I love it.
Actually, you know.
Okay.
I'll take a deep breath and charge through the cloud.
All right.
Do you want me to save again?
No, give me a con save, though.
Okay.
Give me a constitution roll.
That's better than strength for me.
Okay. Okay. So you make it to right about there.
There you go.
If you don't exactly go in a straight line, it'll be you're sort of weaving a little bit,
Yeah, that's fine.
but you generally get to where you want it to go.
Cool.
Brandolito is down. Let's see here.
Manathor, the enemies are on the other way.
He's still
Just
Island
in case
Eye.
we know the
Oh
same
wow!
way.
So Islinde gets this creepy grin on her face as she recognizes the spell that Guntag cast, and she just draws her longsword, approaches the human with the dog next to it, and will slice her throat. If that's backstab damage.
I was
Well,
hoping to keep her alive to be able to have a chat. That why not?
Oh, I promise. She'll be alive. She'll just have less than a few hit points left.
Just don't roll a 20. That's it.
Well, that's true too. Is it like a coup de grace and I just roll backstab damage, or do I have to roll to hit?
No, you don't
Or-
have to roll to hit. She's defensive.
Okay. Backstab. I am a level 5 thief.
That's a triple.
Do I just press the button for?
Yes.
Did you
Go to
did you
powers
target
and
Okay.
apply your backstab damage buff.
Oops.
Yeah.
Is
you
that
see it's
added
through.
twice? Yeah, if
May
you can
just be-
remove one of them. Sorry. Okay. Okay, going back to weapon tab and damage.
You have to
Oh, that's
target,
the
I think.
attack. Sorry. Well, I definitely hit
That's it.
her. And I just wanted it to be legit, apparently.
You can easily slide your sword in between the.
Oh,
All right.
It doesn't look like it did your backstab damage. Though.
No,
Yeah,
but
it did.
well,
yeah.
it
I don't have strength.
Oh, it
damage.
did. It did ×3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see.
did
I'm
you
just a
target?
girl.
No.
Oh, did I not target?
No, you
Oh,
drag and
Yeah,
drop
that's
it on
why.
her.
It's not doing anything.
would you like another roll, GM?
No, you should be able to drag the damage on
There
it.
you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, that's cool. Perfect.
Good.
Okay, that's her. And she
Well done.
shoos the dog.
Through coughing, Banathor says to Guntag, "Yeah, I'll get to them once I've recovered."
Alright, I'll go back up north and help Diesel. That's my plan.
Yes, come on.
Okay.
We don't want him to die on the first evening.
Guntag.
Oh, they're perfect.
Yeah,
All right.
that's not a good start.
I'm trying to squeeze between the dog and Diesel. Or can I charge the? Can I charge the guy? Is he far enough for me to charge him?
No.
Okay.
Um,
25 feet? No.
Yeah, but you can sort of you can get there and you can attack.
Okay. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll go there.
Why can't I approve your move?
There you go.
Might be his last.
Why can't I approve your move?
I don't know.
That's weird.
I just moved my thing, my token.
Oh, you're not. Yeah, I think you were drawing an arrow.
Oh,
Instead
that's
of
why. So
You were
actual
measuring.
yeah.
That's okay. There you go. You're close enough. You can attack.
It's not working.
This guy's in bad shape. You can tell.
Yeah, I'm trying to target him, but it doesn't work.
You can just drop your attack on the token.
Okay. There we are.
Hit control to target.
Yeah, I did that, but it doesn't.
Oh, didn't it? Weird.
Did it work? I did drop my attack on him.
It looks like you clicked on the spike stones there. Maybe that's why.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Spikes are getting in the way again.
That's bizarre. Okay, I'll try again. Oh, there you go.
I just
Oh,
shrunk
nice.
it down a bit for you.
There's a hit.
Can I do a bit of damage? John, happy to go to the damage now?
Yes. Yep. That's a hit. Oh,
He's done.
Oh, beautiful.
his body rolls. He rolls backwards to here.
Or part of it.
These are you owe me big.
I love the rest in peace gravestones.
Yeah, I love it.
There we go. That's two
And
done.
next,
And this guy. Well, let's see here. People generally don't like taking damage, especially when they don't know what the hell's doing it. Let's see. Whoop.
What happened to me?
So, 48. Whoop. So there's got to be a way for this to be.
control the effect on the map. It's bizarre.
Yeah, it's like it's over. It's like it's superimposed upon.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, that's.
Yeah,
So
just move it aside for a little bit.
I'll just move it. This guy turns and he tries to flee. Anyways,
You could try creating a second layer and putting the effects on that layer.
yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, James, does he take damage when he's trying to move?
Yep.
2 dice 4 for every 10 feet walked or moved. Also, unless if he didn't make the saving throw for the first cast, he moves at I think a third of his movement speed.
Okay. So you can drop.
Oh no, yeah, 1/3 of his movement speed is reduced, so he can still move at 2/3 of his movement speed.
Okay. Yeah. So if he survives, he can make it out of the area if he survives.
He has no idea where what's happening
Right.
unless he's magical.
No.
So he has to kind of guess, I guess, which way to go, right?
Yeah, no idea.
They have no idea. So he's going in the opposite direction of everybody else. And he gets halfway.
What is that?
Whoop.
And he basically makes it to the edge and then drops.
Wow, beautiful.
I don't know what I've done. I think I messed it up.
Hey, George.
That's okay. We'll have to figure out
You can erase
how to
it.
do this a little better. It's the sort of the first time I've really used any of these tokens, but that's okay.
Yeah, they're great looking.
It's working out. Yep.
Well, whatever you've done to these tokens, John, you should do the same for the horses because I can control these tokens, but I can't control the horse. So it must be a way.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's see. 43. He's also fleeing, or trying to. Let's see here.
Squeeze into the thorn.
Yeah.
Run towards your boss. It'll show up in your performance appraisal.
Contribution needs improvement. Oh, and he drops. So he's out of it. He
Beautiful,
takes
Clark.
one step and he's done.
We're just late bloomers, guys.
Yeah.
This guy with the crossbow fires again at the dwarf, at Gummo. That misses. Oh, 35. 35. Let's see here. He drops too.
Woohoo!
So cool.
Yes. Let's see. This guy. Is this guy going to be smart or stupid? All right. Crossbow bolt. Hits Diesel with the crossbow bolt.
Oh,
I'm not a genius or anything, but get off that horse, man.
yeah. That's right.
Stop waving around saying, hit me, hit me.
Get behind the horse.
Get off your high horse.
Whoops.
You've got those Polish streamers from back in the day.
Does this guy needs to make a saving throw to try and attack Brandolito, right?
Yes.
Yes, against spell.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So after shaking his head and kind of looking around in confusion, he looks down and he swings down. And he hits Brandolito with his sword.
I think I do want to look at that because I think they're supposed to wander off or something if they fail. So that's
You might be right. They get one save chance and then they move on.
Okay, let's take a look because that's
Look at it
pretty important.
before he dies.
Yeah.
And that was Sanctuary, right?
Maybe it's just another group of mercenaries who are also looking for the same guy.
Yeah.
That's
Right. Seems to
if the
be.
saving
You're
throw
right.
fails, the opponent loses track of and totally ignores the warded creature for the duration of the spell.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So Brandolito does not get hit.
Oh, that's good.
We give
Trust
him
in Moradine.
those hit points back. This guy.
And he probably should wander off. He probably should have done so last time. He can do something else, right? He could go attack somebody else.
Yeah, so it's almost like Brandolito isn't even there at this point.
Oh no, poor Gummo.
Oh, can't win.
That's okay.
Hang on. He is standing right on the edge of that stupid hill.
Yeah, I'm going to kick them all off the cliff if I can.
Oh,
This
no.
is Sparta.
He stays up. Oh. That's a hit.
I become moderately annoyed because I'm at moderate damage.
Yes, that's a possibility. This guy steps forward. At Graham. Misses.
Now he was prone, right? So if he stands up, do I get an attack of opportunity? Is that something?
Oh, that's
that
right. This guy still hasn't gotten up yet. 13, however. Trying to stab Gummo in the back. And fails miserably. So the woman with the hold person on her, she's still not moving. She's staring at Eilendai as she stabs her with the sword. The half-orc stands up.
Look out, Gummo.
Yeah, sooner or later I gotta go, right? I mean, I'll
You're
get
gonna
my
have to
chance.
climb up there. Yeah.
Did Linda get to do her damage? Yeah.
Oh, I did.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So you got someone further north, huh? Who some kind of spellcaster.
Lady.
Somewhere around here. There's
Yeah,
someone.
we feel like
Boy,
a
he
He
competent
doesn't
group.
trust climbing up. Love it.
Diesel, your dog. Are you? What's your order?
I am going
So, he sees the dwarf and the other dog to the north.
Uh-oh.
Those are his first immediately visible.
You don't want that.
I don't know why I described that. I don't know how I did that.
Yeah.
So yeah, what the dog? There's a dog to the north.
Yeah, but he's going to go straight at them unless you give him a command otherwise.
No, I mean I'm going to try to give him the command to take out. Well, I don't know how far. 34 is probably far away. Yeah, that's okay. He can do that.
What about number 34 there?
Yeah.
Well, I just don't think I can get there. I don't think the dog can get there and attack. It's kind of far away, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Not really. It's only you're 5 foot square, so
Launch
Oh,
fighter.
okay.
The dog can run and attack at the same time, I guess. But yeah, 34 is fine.
That's it.
That's
Diesel. What's your damage? Are you badly damaged?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm 3/4 of the way dead.
Yeah, but 3/4 of 100 or 3/4 of 30?
I have 60. I'm at 40.
Okay. Yeah, it's not bad.
The dwarf to the north. You hear him smack the hammer into his mailed gauntlet in the other hand. And he says, "This is taking too long. Finish it this round. Stop screwing around." And then he launches his hammer again.
Oh no.
The Diesel.
Diesel, crouch behind Gunteg. You got this.
Get off the horse.
It was more important to get a dog off my calf.
Yeah.
Better hammer, and you're just the target now for everyone.
Yikes.
Oh, you poor bastard.
Give me another riding roll. This time minus 14, plus 4.
Let go on purpose. I'll just go. It's okay. I don't mind.
You can, sure.
Fail on purpose, yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'll take it.
Why don't you take
Okay.
a controlled fall, maybe?
Yeah, like a
Uh,
kind of like that. Yeah. I don't know if there's
yes.
a role for that, but
There. So, you. Let's see. There is for barbarians. You have an ability.
Oh, yes.
there's something.
He's a
One of
Bakloonish
first combat.
barbarian.
Animal training.
I'm playing.
No. Give me a riding roll with minus 14 or plus 14 on it. We got to see if you can turn this into a controlled fall. No.
Oops.
Oh,
So
I guess
you're
lower numbers are better than that one, huh?
Yeah. The good news is you fall.
The good
That's
news,
good.
you're on the ground now.
Yeah.
But you might get extra damage from falling from the horse. Who knows? I don't know. Job.
I might just kill myself on the way down, but
Diesel
horse-
welcomes.
I was gonna follow either way. I just didn't get it controlled.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Okay, well, I might have to give you a bit of cure light wound next round.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. And the dog. Nips forward, trying to protect its master. Oh, and fails terribly.
Yeah, dog.
Fails terribly.
It bites itself.
Yes. The dog to the north just kind of nimbly, whoops. Sort of leaps to the side and skitters away.
Yeah, he's pretty damaged.
Yeah, the combat
Random
tracker has
inspection.
got very limited use now.
Yeah, in some ways, yeah.
Well, sorry, for us as a player. Sorry, not for you, obviously.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm going to try playing without it.
Guntag, your horse is who the hell knows where.
Sheep hole.
Part of the south.
Oi.
That was the horse you rode in on.
Hammond.
Yeah.
Hammond kind of heads over to there. Jeremiah.
All right, so I came out of the cloud last time. Do I have
Yes.
to wait a full round before I can do anything, or can I do something this round?
You're still affected by it
Okay.
until it wears off. Unfortunately.
Oh, it is. I thought once you can clear out. Okay, fair enough. But I can move, right?
Yes.
I'll go and collect Hammond.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Oh man. Well now. What do we do? What do we do?
This has been pretty wild combat.
Gummo.
Okay, all right. Overhead swing of the battle axe on the prone 18 with just enough angle in case I should cleave.
It's going to be a mess. Oh.
Nice.
Hey, there we go. Okay.
Tide is turning.
Bam.
Oh, yeah.
Killed him. All right.
Beautiful.
Is there any cleave? Or is that
No,
something you have
no.
to have a skill in? Okay. I'm happy.
Yeah, not for a cleric. Not for a cleric. Graham.
Round 3 of barfing.
Yes.
But
Unfortunately,
you can move if you want.
yes.
Nah, I'll stay there.
Okay.
I've not
Can
seen
you-
such bravery.
Moss.
Okay. Well, that warp is really annoying. So let's try this out.
Yes, he is.
There we go.
What are you casting?
Heat metal.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, let me read that.
Command would be nice. Command him to come towards you, and he has to walk through all that crap.
Oh, we can insult him.
What about that?
Just talk about his mother's beard, how short it was.
Nice.
So you don't have to touch. You've got definitely the range.
Yep.
Gold
He can make a
tables.
saving throw if he has magical armor, or maybe a magical weapon. But I'm going for his armor basically. I want the guy to cook.
Then I'll have to stop it, take it off in the middle of all the spikes.
Yeah.
So
Doing 20 ranger.
He can make a no. I guess he can't make a saving throw if his armor is magical.
Is he not a ranger? Maybe he's not a ranger.
okay.
Good.
So you cast.
Jeremiah's a ranger. Fixing up.
You cast your spell, and he appears to be none the wiser.
All right, I'll get the effect on him then. Oh, I think he might already have it.
Yeah, it's wild mage, so it's a specialist, so you
Nope.
have to be single class.
He does
Nope.
not.
Oh.
So so this in round 1 it does nothing, but you can
Right,
put
right.
but you'd put heat metal on him.
Yep.
The surge table will be
Okay.
fun.
And you know what? Do I still have the ability to move, or did that take all my concentration?
You can move a little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna get
Yeah, the
close
party's
to
4th or 5th
Diesel
level.
here, so I can potentially give him a hand if he needs it.
Okay, he does.
Yeah.
People
Nothing
are
else on another target.
4th level if they're multi-class. 5th
You
level
are?
single.
I'm 4 points from death.
Uh-oh.
We'll fix that.
Moss, what are you? Are you can you heal him?
Not this round.
I have a potion too, so I don't know if I can whip it out and drink it at the same time. But
This is. Let's see here.
I'm going to get hit again.
Possibly.
Yeah, that's better.
He does not like his own brigands.
No. Well, it could be a good spell. I don't know.
Like I'm going to get hit by another spell now.
Okay, let's see here. That's the
That
target.
sneaky
but-
elf.
But
So
That
Who's
we still
casting
can't
these
see.
spells? Like Stalin?
We don't even see them.
Sneaky elf.
so
one for the north.
Could be bad. Whatever this is.
This area.
So I'm
Yeah.
not really sure who would see this. I guess Gummo and maybe Graham.
I'm on the ground, so.
Yeah.
Is it the half orc casting the spell? That's weird.
No, there's someone further north who did the magic.
North of the-
us.
Yeah,
North of that
stinking
dwarf.
cloud. Stinking cloud caster.
No, this is going to be different.
There's a decent mage around.
Here comes the fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of looks the right size.
Yep.
Don't laugh. Oh, I see.
Oh, it is a fireball.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
Wait a minute. That's Armageddon.
Yeah.
Again.
Mushroom cloud.
All right, that's better.
Hadoken.
So all of a sudden, boom!
Nice effect, John.
Big, a big, gigantic ball of fire,
It'll
which
evaporate
is
the thing down.
there in an instant and gone in an instant. However,
I'm going to feel that one.
Good luck with the saves, boys.
Nice one, Lexfar.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Just, somebody doesn't care about their minions, that's for sure. Yeah.
Big money, no whammies.
who was targeted again in this attack?
This is going to be a short campaign.
Yeah, no kidding. You wake up from a terrible nightmare.
Is that against spell? Or are you rolling for us right now?
Whoa.
Oh, look at those nice rolls.
Oh, I saved.
Good save.
What do you know?
Oh, everyone
Everybody.
saved. That's
Yeah.
very nice.
So you only take
That's
half
so rare.
damage.
okay,
I
so
cleared
how
our
come you
minions
guys
for it.
still? Holy crap! There's a whole bunch of green there.
Look at the target numbers too, guys. That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go.
So I'm wondering why, if you guys saved, you're still targeted.
Because they take half damage, I
You have
think.
to roll damage
You
for
still
half.
take, you still take
Roll
damage.
Yeah.
They're still gonna die.
Yeah, if you do, it should only apply half damage when you do the damage roll.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
should work.
There's an optimist.
As we all stare to see
Shadow
where the
for
rip
spell.
This lag's killing me.
icons are.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
Wait.
Brandolino, be
Horse
very-
A
dying.
horsey.
Heavy on a horse. Let's see. Brigands are dying. Dying. And more brigands dying. Gummo's plate mail soaks up a lot of damage. And,
horses for dinner.
I think I'm
Good eating.
still alive.
Did the horses get? Did the horses get saved?
Or Hammond, yeah.
One did, yeah. The war
I'm
horse.
alive.
Yeah. And
Graham's
at
gonna
the
have
end of the
permanent
round,
lung.
Diesel, you get knocked off your horse by this hammer that hits you like a ton of bricks again, and then there's a massive fireball goes off, and you feel the heat on your left side, and it's so hot that after it's gone, you can still feel the heat. What do? You look to your side, and the grass is scorched up to about 7 or 8 inches from your body. You're just
So
on
I'm
the out.
assuming I do have a healing potion. I'm assuming it's in the satchel or something like that. Or the horse.
Unless it says it's in your backpack or on the horse. Yes.
Oh shit!
I'm assuming I'm wearing my backpack.
Yeah, always keep them close. Yeah.
Oh bugger!
Somewhere here.
So
It says belt.
it's in your
It says belt. So
your belt.
so it's on my belt. So I can I'll grab the potion of healing and do a shot.
Okay.
Shots.
So you have that on your actions powers tab. You can just drop the plus on yourself.
Actions power tab and drop plus on what now?
I can drop.
On your
How do I do
token.
this?
Well, wait, I've got spells, so I don't know.
Just
if you want to waste
Just
a
drop
potion.
the plus sign on your token.
Well, I mean, you waste a spell too, I guess, right? Can't for the round, right?
Yeah, but I can sleep and I get it back. So, well, the potion is 250 gold piece.
That's a
Oh,
good
it's
point.
better than death.
Didn't realize that they're expensive. Okay, that's a good point then. Well, then I will. In that case, then I will pop. I guess I'll go pop up. Can I stand up? Is that an action? Is that how it works?
That's half your movement. Yep.
Okay, half my movement, and then actually that's all I'll do. I'll sit right there.
Oh, okay. And that is the end of round 3. So that's where we're going to end today.
Thanks for the game, boys.
Good. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah,
Should
it
we
was fun.
take a screenshot of all
Yeah,
the
had
dead?
some good laughs.
Yeah.
We will continue next
Lost
round.
one.
All right. Do we know the next one already, John? Or
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Okay.
Yep.
Well, good game, guys. Can't wait for the next one, and we'll clean these guys up.
Yeah.
Yep.
You get Fred
Good.
Brandolito. Oh man.
Yeah,
Okay, good night, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah,
Have a
see you,
great
John.
one.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Have a
John.
good one, everyone. Take care.
Okay, thank you everyone for watching. I'm gonna set up a raid. See who's on. I want to raid. Oh, yeah, raid in. Oh.
Atar. Oh, man,
A-T-A-R.
I'm fluent in Elvish.
Sure.
I know that one word. That counts. Thank you, Zarathon and On, for subscribing to us for 12 months. Or you've actually subscribed for 12 months, but you subscribed for 1 month here on Twitch. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Hey, sir. Hold
Thank
on
you,
a minute. I
Wiley
gotta look at-
Hobbit, for hosting with one view. Huzzah! Long time no
Huzzah!
see.
Hey, Wiley. How you doing? So, Sir Oiver more with Connie.
Thank
to
you,
claim your
Prometheus
prize.
2128 for rating with a party of 5. Huzzah! Party of 5
Huzzah!
is a great show, by the way. Anyone who
Oh,
watched
God.
that in the 90s? Gary, you used to watch
Anyway,
that, right?
so
Good show.
Oiver Moore with Connie. To claim the prize, what you have to do is message, not in chat, but message us privately the email that you have connected to your Drive-Thru RPG account. And then what will happen is it will be a payment option when you check out with your next purchase on Drive-Thru RPG or the DM's Guild. And let's go ahead. So since they have claimed their prize, I shall reset the giveaway.
Not one, but
And
2 giveaways, Will? Are you
2.
crazy?
Anyway, so you can now go ahead and enter for the second giveaway for $10. I'm in the mood. I'm in the zone.
You are in the zone. You're doing a great job, by the way.
And like
Really.
you,